Alright, this should go without saying considering the title of this video, but what the hell. This video will in fact contain spoilers. There you go. Like many of you, I was not particularly pleased with the way that Mass Effect 3 ended. In fact, I was downright upset. It was almost as if the game had been rushed out the door with a new ending tacked on because the original had been leaked or something. Go figure. Over time, the crew at BioWare had promised a free add-on to the game, expanding the ending and clearing up any confusion. And by this they meant patching plot holes that were so large you could drive a truck through them. Now, a large amount of fans, including myself, had initially suspected that there were many hints indicating that Shepard had been indoctrinated by the Reapers. And looking over the initial endings, not only was this highly suggested, but it was almost the only way to make sense out of what had happened. But here we are with the much anticipated free add-on to the ending of Mass Effect 3. So, does this ending do a good job of clearing things up? Well, let's take a look, shall we? The major adjustments to the ending begin while charging the beam to the Citadel. For those of you that remember, the original game ended with the crew of the Normandy crash landing on a planet, including members of your squad that were with you at the time. Well, this is clarified with a cutscene showing Shepard calling the Normandy down to evacuate his squad. Another problem you may have noticed initially was that Admiral Hackett called Shepard on the Citadel, when it was implied that no one was thought to survive the final charge. This is also remedied by a cutscene showing the Normandy evacuating, and Admiral Hackett receiving confirmation that Shepard did in fact make it aboard. Not to mention, the game directly shows Shepard arriving on the Citadel. So, for those of you keeping up, the theory that Shepard never really made it to the Citadel isn't looking so good. Once you meet up with Anderson and have your confrontation with the Elusive Man, there are no changes here that I'm aware of, aside from the fact that you still can't skip his dialogue. This, of course, leads up to the final confrontation with the Star Child. This is where the additions really begin shining through. First off, not only is the child's dialogue heavily extended, but he also gives a better explanation of why the Reapers are doing what they do, along with giving an interesting backstory. But a large amount of this extension is due to the fact that you actually have a chance to investigate just what the child is saying. Well, more so than before anyway. Not only can you inquire to the nature of the Catalyst and Reapers, but you can also ask the child to go into further details as to the repercussions of each option, which will even show a small clip of what will happen. After all the talks have ended, it will once again be time to make your choice. But along with just control, destroy, or synthesize, this DLC has added a fourth option. If you decide to decline all three of the options, or like me, just shoot the Star Child, the invasion will commence as planned, and the Reapers will destroy the galaxy. Now on to the endings not regarding trolling yourself. Each ending is initially the same, with the Citadel firing off a different colored beam depending on your choice. However, this time around, they show what happens to the rest of the fleet, the crew of the Normandy, all of the races you have come in contact with, and even an epilogue detailing the current state of the galaxy with completely different dialogue each time. In other words, this ending is an actual ending, which honestly is all I wanted from the start. But there still is the question of whether or not the indoctrination theory still holds up due to recent developments. Well, there is no denying that Shepard was showing signs of indoctrination throughout the game, and was even fighting it while talking with the Elusive Man. But as for the theory that the entire endgame was taking place in Shepard's head, that part seems completely defunct. So, in conclusion, I am extremely happy with the additions made to the ending. I'm sure some of you out there will still find problems I'm not seeing, but hey, you are entitled to your own opinion. Now, keep in mind that this add-on is almost 2 gigs large, so you may have to plan accordingly, but considering it's free, this doesn't bother me too much. So until we meet again, Internet, this is Commander Shepard saying, mission accomplished. See you next time.